You really gotta wonder the state of pro wrestling after what in the world I just witnessed. And I know I am late to the party, but that Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler playground segment that closed Raw was 100% positively, absolutely total garbage. How's it going out there, guys? Your boy DJ Cass. Of course, I am back to give you my WWE main event review for June 9th, 2021. This was an episode where it was kind of like two matches that looked promising, but that just weren't given a lot of time. Like, it's amazing how this show works because it's like, again, I know you guys are not going to watch main event. I know you guys do not care for this show. I like to do this to keep my reps up. I mean, if you guys like my videos, that's cool. And if you don't like them, let me know what you don't like about them. Let me know what you don't like about the product itself. Like, really give me your feedback because I really want to get better at this. Is my audio okay? Am I annoying? Are you annoying? Like, I want to know like what's going on with people. So, yep, let's go ahead and get into it. It was WWE main event, like I said, June 9th, 2021, with Kevin Patrick and Byron Saxton on commentary, which real quick on Kevin Patrick, like the dude, he's okay. I can't say that he really. The problem with me for him is like he just doesn't provide anything as far as like he stands out from any other commentary because again he doesn't. He's only doing commentary here. It's not like he's doing commentary on Raw and SmackDown. I mean he's a backstage interview, so you barely even know that the guy's there 9 out of 10 times. But yeah, they were doing commentary. The first match of the show was Mustafa Ali versus Angel Garza. I mean, I know they say Angel Garza, but I look at that as Angel Garza. And they actually brought that this is a first time ever match. And I'm like, if this is a first time ever match, why can't you put this on Raw and like really give these guys some reps? So it was pretty much a heel versus heel match. I mean, I looked at Angel Garza as pretty much the fat dope babyface because Mustafa Ali definitely was the heel because he kept throwing on chin locks in the middle of this match. There was definitely some chops thrown here and there. The thing about this match, if you go watch it, it's like these guys were really working fast paced to the point to where everything that they did looked sloppy. And I guarantee it wasn't meant to be sloppy. But there was at one point in time like where Angel Garza was bouncing himself like off the ropes when he was sitting on it for Ali to do a net breaker. That almost didn't go as planned. Um, there was oh yeah, both guys looked like I said, it worked very fast paced, but they did a good job for the most part. And they did a nice little Angel Garza actually did a nice looking tip the world backbreaker on Mustafa. And at one point, Mustafa Ali was about to leap off the second rope, and then Angel Garza just like whipped him in for a sorry a Superman punch of his own. Which I'm like, if I'm Roman Reigns, I'm telling Angel Garza, don't do that. But yeah, there really was unfortunately none of this match. They only got like I think maybe 3 or 4 minutes of time, and Mustafa Ali got the win with the Koji clutch. So if they would have put this match on Raw, I guarantee you, if they would have got more time, this could have been a hell of a lot better. I would like to see these guys keep working on stuff. Maybe they could do something, but it's funny because Angel Garza, it's like you look at him, and I don't know about you guys, but when I look at him, I look at a young Eddie. And I'm thinking, Vince, if you want another Eddie Guerrero, Angel Garza's your guy. And he speaks much better English, so he's already there. But unfortunately, he's just like sticking roses up people's asses, so I don't know how that's gonna go. So we'll see what happens with these two. Up next, this was the one of many recaps on this show, per usual. And they recapped the Usos versus the Mysterio stuff from SmackDown, which my thoughts on this whole like Usos Roman Reigns stuff, it's like Roman Reigns is great, but it's like I feel like we've been on this trajectory with these guys, of course, since Jimmy came back, but I feel like we're seeing the same stuff. It's nothing but just constant. Oh man, like Jay, he's torn. Jimmy's trying to bring him back. Roman's trying to keep him in. It's like there hasn't really been much progression as far as like really trying to like get to where they want to go. And I'm of course pretty sure you all know that Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio is now official for the Hell in a Cell pay per view, and I think it's inside the Hell in a Cell match, but don't quote me on that. But I really think it is. And it's like, so we did all the stuff with the Usos and Roman, only for Roman just to face Rey Mysterio. As much as I love Rey, that's the end game here. It's not like Jimmy versus Roman just for like a one-off match. It doesn't even need to be for the title. But from what I saw from the Usos Mysterio match, and I actually went back and watched it in full, not just looking at the recap here. The first match was definitely good. The second match was not so good because they knew that they knew the finish, and they were like, let's not put as much effort into the first match as we did. And then Roman Reigns just he beats the Mysterios asses all over. And I love Roman Reigns, but man, you talk about somebody that this company is just committing to one person, and that is Roman Reigns. So we'll see what happens there. But I like all the ingredients, but it's like I need to see more. Like, when are we gonna finally get to the breaking point? Because again, we've been at this for like over a month now, so we'll see what happens. They recapped the Drew McIntyre Kofi Kingston match from last week on Raw, and then that led us to the recap of the contract signed between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, which, from what I saw, and I heard this from a lot of people, because again, people, I don't watch Raw. This main event show is pretty much a way just for me to catch up on everything and also see some decent wrestling. It's one of those classic 1 hour shows, which, boy, do we need more of those now in 2021. But yeah, from what I saw for the contract side between these two, nothing stood out to me. I love Bobby Lashley, but it's like when it comes to Lashley, it's like he's a good promo. Just don't give him much to say. And it's like with Drew McIntyre, it's like he's always a good talker and a promo. But like, I'm so done with Drew McIntyre being in the title picture. Like, I'm done with him. So the fact that they had to add a step where if McIntyre loses, he doesn't get another shot. That to me screams Bobby Lashley has got to win. I think he must win because SummerSlam, I'm pretty sure you all know, is around the corner. It'll be here before we know it. If you're trying to sell tickets to Las Vegas in a football stadium, you need to put your best foot forward as far as the WWE Championship. And to me, Drew McIntyre being in the title picture again is not the way to go. Just do Bobby versus Brock, Roman versus Cena. You got your 2-minute events, and that's all you could do. But yeah, from what I saw from the contract side, definitely nothing special. I did think it was kind of stupid to where McIntyre literally picked up his big ass giant sword and just slashed the table. I thought that was corny as fuck. But the thing is, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's like that whole thing was boring. At least we got something out of it. So yeah, we had that. And of course, the next match that we had on WWE main event for this episode, which was, of course, the last match, it was Shelton Benjamin versus Jinder Mahal, with Jinder Mahal being flanked by Veer and Shanky, which I don't know about. I know it's not the other dude that's not one of the past Indie Share guys, but I think it's Shanky. That dude needs to get some better gear. That gear that he's got on looks atrocious. It's like, dude, you ain't got no more impressive gear than that. I mean, dude, you're literally wearing a tank top with black pants and black elbow pads with black wrist tape. I don't know what it is about these wrestlers, but they just love wearing black. And I get it's probably easy. Yeah, dude, just get some better gear. As far as this match, though, Shelton Benjamin was just ragdolling Jinder Mahal. Like, you talk about a wrestling background. Every time I watch a Shelton Benjamin match, it was like, and every time JR was calling it, you knew JR loved Shelton every single time he wrestled because you just like watching the pure mat work of Shelton Benjamin, which shows that this dude still has something. Yeah, this match, unfortunately, I was actually looking forward to this. I'm like, okay, Shelton Benjamin versus Jinder Mahal. We might got something here. But no, it was just like Shelton Benjamin was on top. Jinder Mahal got the advantage when Veer and Shanky distracted Shelton on the outside. Jinder Mahal took control after he ran him into the steps. And then literally from that point on, it was just like 3 or 4 minutes of Jinder Mahal just getting heat on Shelton, laying down on the mat with chin locks and stuff. There was nothing really exciting about this. And what makes it worse, man, this actually made me mad, was when it was time for Shelton to do his comeback. Shelton literally, I think, got like one knee lift in the corner, He gets distracted by Shanky. All of a sudden, Jinder Mahal hits a side super kick. I don't even know what you call that. Just a kick to the face. It actually looked good. And then Jinder Mahal gets the Colossus on Shelton Benjamin. 1, 2, 3. And that was it. And it just ended. It's like, if you're going to do these matches, like, at least give Shelton Benjamin something. He just beat him flat out in the middle of the ring with a very little combat. And that's not exciting to me. But yeah, so this match was actually a real disappointment in my eyes. Nothing that you really need to go out and see it again. I just like to do this for practice. And then, of course, we had the final segment that got recapped, which was, of course, I mentioned the Alexa Bliss. Actually, no, before that, we got an Evolution vignette, which this is actually the first time I've seen this. And let me tell you something. If I'm not from the Attitude Era, I don't pretend to be, but I've seen the Kurt Angle vignettes from when they were going to bring him in. Boy, did I look at these Evolution vignettes and be like, they're bringing her in as a heel. Like, everything just looks way too inspirational. And again, this company love to do twists. I mean, remember when they brought Brodus Clay in as a big old boss, and then next thing you know, he's a dancing dinosaur on television with the Funkadactyl. So there was that. So, and by the way, that comes up on Raw next week. And this week on Raw, we actually have two matches advertised. AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre, which that's a match we haven't seen in months. And the New Day taking on RK Bro, so that should be fun coming up on the show. And then, of course, like I said, the final segment, what I talked about earlier, I really do not want to talk about this. The Alexa Playground with Shayna Baszler. The camera cuts on this was absolutely ridiculous. Again, this is my first time seeing it. Like, I heard about it, but I hadn't seen it. This was not good. The camera cuts, like I said, were atrocious. If anybody actually watched this fully and didn't have a headache, I commend you. And then, of course, they ended main event the same way they ended Raw. Shayna Baszler's just screaming. It fades to black, the icon in the corner, and the show goes off the air. So this episode was definitely a bit of a snoozer. The first match actually had more oomph than the actual last match. Not really anything you should really go out to see. Again, I only like to do this because it gets me practice. And again, people, if you don't like this, please tell me. If you like this, please let me know. Because if there's one thing that I have learned through this, it's all about anybody can create content, but we all want to make good content. So, yep, that is it from my end. I will hopefully be back here next week if these main event shows do not get better. We will see what happens. I feel bad because there was a Jeff Hardy Mustafa Ali match that I missed because I was on vacation, so I'll probably go back and look at that but not recap it. So that is it from my end, guys. I am DJ Cass, and I will see you around. Later days.